Hello, everybody. Today we're with my friend, Randall R. Adams.
How you doing, John?
Good. Thank you for the time today.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I have a bunch of great questions for you.
Okay.
First of all, I know we're both from Pike County.
We are.
And I'm from Waverly, but you're from over Eastern?
Beaver.
Yeah?
Beaver, suburb of Jackson.
So how'd you get from Beaver, Ohio to Jackson, Ohio?
Well, Kathy and I had just gotten married in the summer of 1974, July 6th to be exact. And I was working in Columbus. I had for a couple of years. And since I made twice as much as she did, she moved to Columbus with me. And 6 months after we got married, we got this phone call from a man in Beaver by the name of Paul Kruger, who was an accountant in town. And he says, "You're Randy Adams?" I said, "Yes." And he says, "I want you to have my accounting practice." I've never heard of this man in my life. And he said, "Come talk to me." And so we did. And a month later, we were here.
And you've always professionally been an accountant?
Yes, I'm a certified public accountant. I have a master's degree in accounting. That's all I ever wanted to do.
And your first office on Vaughn Street?
Yes.
How long were you there before you moved?
1975 to 1989. So we was there 14 years, and we moved into the building on Pearl Street. We've been there ever since.
Yeah. And so how'd you get to Christ Church of Jackson?
Well, I was familiar with Christ Church because of youth fellowship. We often came once a year. Came to Christ Church, and so I knew it. And my brother actually sang in a youth group here called Faith One, that was based out of Christ Church. So very familiar with it. So that was a natural place to be when we came here. That's the first place we came. We've never been anywhere else
Since 75?
1975.
All right. If we go back to Pike County, what did your parents do?
A little bit of everything. My mother was a homemaker, but she baked pies and cookies and cakes and went all around the community, giving them to people. And she said she takes and she'd made flowers arrangements. She said, "I'm going to take them to my friends while they're alive, not after they die." And then my father was in the construction business and coal mining business and a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Farmer at one time.
So since 75, all the things you've been involved with at this church, I'm sure there's tons of things. Most near and dear to your heart of all the things you've done in this church.
Well, I was evangelism chairman. We had Then Came the Morning, a musical presentation from the Gaithers. And my brother actually sang it in Columbus, first time I ever heard it. And we brought it here, and we had church was packed, and we had just a great presentation, and it was very moving.
Yeah.
So that's one of many things I could mention, but that one comes to mind.
And how about for the Christ Church of Jackson? What's your vision? What would you love to see this church lead in doing in the community?
Well, we've done well. The purpose of the church is to win souls for Christ. And in this day and age, we're living probably in the last days, and therefore it's more imperative than ever to win souls to Christ. But then when you get them here, we need to develop strong, deeply devoted Christians that have a good biblical knowledge and can withstand these attacks that are going to come from outside. We've been doing this study on the battle of ideas, and it's right there. And so we need to have strong Bible backgrounds and know when we hear the truth and when we don't.
Well, thanks again for your time. Thanks for your friendship.
And
thanks for all you do for the Christ Church of
Jackson. It's a pleasure, my friend.
All right.
Okay.